It was a direct hit. The smash went splash. The house crumbled beneath the weight. There's water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. I miss my grandmama's house. Her neighborhood would have grandchildren swarming like bees, hoping to lick the nectar of 25-cent frozen cups from Miss Ella down the street. Wasn't no such thing as the flavor of strawberry. We lived in color like, can I have a red, please? At church, my grandfather was the pastor. Cranberry juice and communion crackers kissed the ushers and grandmama at the door. But grandma ain't here no more. And at least when grandparents would leave, we would still have their homes. The scent of their recipes still cooking on them stoves. And some people still ask me why we still write those Hurricane Katrina poems. Because I still miss my grandmother's house. Walk with me there, up to her doorstep. And you can see straight into the home because the door have gone. And you know Mama ain't here no more because she would never leave her door open because the air was on. And you do something you ain't never done to get inside your grandma's house. You crawl through the window. You watch out for the mold-encrusted door, the mildew and the cobwebs, the loose boards and nails from sitting in that damn water too long. I knocked on your door the other day. And I knew you weren't home, but it felt a whole lot better than going by your gravesite. I figured I had a better chance at seeing your face than where they put your body at. So I went to a half-gutted out house and I started knocking on the wood. And I just knew that if I knocked a little harder or shook heaven gates a little longer, you would be forced to answer. But instead, I knocked so hard that my knuckles bled memories. Forced to recollect the 50th wedding anniversary at your house, but they say they tired of hearing them Katrina poems. But I can't help it if hurricanes sound like a house not fully gutted out. No recipes that were taped to the now turned over refrigerator to pass on to the children. No perfume to remember what grandma used to smell like. No sheets to remember what lying next to you used to feel like. I ain't got nothing to remember my grandparents by. But mildew stains on pink carpet that me and my cousins used to lie pallets on. Picture frames with dates from far back as the 50s are now water stained with the lips from the Mississippi. Flood warnings will never be looked at the same in New Orleans. Water will never just be water. It was a direct hit. The smash went splash. The house crumbled beneath the weight. There's water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Hello, B&V. Woo. Woo. First of all, please, I do not deserve it. You deserve it. This is so full circle for me. Please, let me just get this out so that we can get to the end of this night. This has been the most amazing, most beautiful night for me. The last time that I was here, I was in your shoes 16 years ago. 16 years ago was my last Brave New Voices. And as you all know, Brave New Voices changes your life. It changes the course of your life. It changed my life and everybody I knew along with me. And if anybody doesn't know that I am of Tank and the Bangas, the new Grammy-nominated, Grammy-winning spoken word poetry winning album. Woo. Just to let you know that that is definitely something to aim for. That's something that somebody in this room, multiple people in this room will win one day. I feel that in my spirit. And in case anybody else is wondering who I am the girl from TikTok that say, this boy in my DM say I'm pretty. This boy in my DM say I'm pretty. He makes my lonely less lonely. Makes my body feel curvy and my skin clear and deep. This boy be in my DM at 2 a.m. telling me what he should have told me in the daytime. As if telling a beautiful, dark-skinned, full-figured woman that she is only lovely can be done in the nighttime. With sneaky, twittering fingers. This boy be in my DM telling me I looked real pretty today in those combat boots, those cutoff jeans, and that Black Girl Magic t-shirt. Said what he couldn't say in the daytime. As if telling a beautiful woman that she is lovely can only be done in the nighttime with sneaky, twittering fingers. This boy be in my DM telling me I'm pretty, pretty, pretty. But my father told me that I was wonderful. And my little sister tells me that I'm smart, and my mama tells me that I'm brilliant. So you being in my DM telling me that I'm pretty, trust me, I been knew that shit. This black girl got an attitude. This black girl has a defense mechanism too. I feel played at least once a day. I need the treatment that you give the white girls. I know my worth, and it goes past the auction block, bitch. This black girl don't want you to tell her shit. This black girl only wants you to correct her in private. Don't embarrass the motherfucking diva. This black girl feels like people respect divas, so I'ma be a diva. Sweet as Miss Police when I need to be, and being when the occasion calls for it. And the occasion always calls for it. This black girl don't speak for all black girls, but if I don't say it, who will? They have to know that she is strong-willed and soft and feminine and dark. Go get a homemaker, and some days not sure about knowing what the fuck she wants, but we'll be damned if you take her choice of not knowing away from her. This black girl needs space to fuck up and wear the crop top and a thrift store dress and the Jordans and Reeboks and slippers from Payless. If I want to pay less, bitch, I will pay less. This black girl will rock the weave that she wants, rock the fro of her choice, pull the perm from its dusty ass box, or put oil on each strand of locks of the twist out. And yeah, I got an attitude, because I choose to. This black girl is tired of prices going up. Tired of nobody giving a fuck. This black girl is over black women being down on their luck and pulling up the entire community by the strap of her bra. Where's my $1 billion check? My equity, my land, my property, my gold, my peace, my prosperity, my edge control that lays for me when I tell it to lay for me. A beauty store that caters to me and that ball spot that's been trying to live with me. Bitch, please. This black girl wants her 12-year-old edges back. Vaseline, water, balls, and barrettes sitting in between my mama knees like A-Jazz. This black girl don't want to do what you say and only listen because my man say, or be a lady just because my man say. This black girl is not your expectations. I am not your favorite singer. This black girl is not your jukebox. I am not your Lino. I am not your Lino. Vinyl, Richie, Vinyl, Lino, Vinyl, Lino. I am not your Lino. I am not your Vinyl. Lionel Richie would not be coming out my throat to tap dance for you. I will only repeat when necessary. This black girl knows she ain't just no black girl. No, she is more than a color. No, she ain't no crayon. That I transcend hues in others, that I'm more than martyr, more than friend, cousin, sister, passionate lover, healer, hurricane, grower, glower, hearer, hurricane. I am not your cornerstone dollars, I'm more. I'm so much more. I am the work of my grandmother and her 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 grandmother. So surely when you look at me, you don't just see a black girl. I have 2 more poems. Can I do 2 more poems? Yay, okay. Thank you guys, you make me feel so welcome. Oh my God, okay. And I'd also just want to tell you that when I was here, I was literally in Brave New Voices, and after I aged out of Brave New Voices, I began to slam with the adults. And when I slammed with the adults, I was with a group called Team Snow Slam New Orleans, and we won our national And after we won nationals, that's when I decided to combine music and poetry and do it full time. You can definitely do this as a career. Don't ever claim to be a starving artist over your life. And just believe that what God put inside of you, that it will be the vehicle to get you to wherever you need to go. Trust and believe it. It is good. Yes. I love you too. Thank you. And I just want to tell you that the legacy that you guys are continuing on, it is amazing. I sat there in that chair and I just was, everybody, amazing, amazing. This is Weight Problems. I dedicate this one to my mama, Michelle. If you're feeling fat, chances are you are. See, most days I want to run, but never on a treadmill or to a subway, but run from this body and run into the body that I want. I wondered if I took the rest of those diet pills, I could truly become black girl magic and disappear on some shit, or at least become thinner. When admitting to yourself that your weight problem is a problem and that math has never been your strong suit, that dividing and adding calories makes you exhausted before you even begin. When you think about a workout that starts out at 6 a.m., think of all the hours you spend just scrolling through Instagram pics, wishing that your will had more wind and that God built you differently. Never taking a second chance to see what could be under the shed, too busy looking at the damage that's already there to notice the flower garden. The first time you tell yourself that it's time that you lose weight, go to a Family Dollar. They have these really long mirrors. They kind of show everything, from the top of your modest to the bottom of your self-esteem. What you look like with clothes on, what you look like with clothes off, that mirror is your mother. She is there for you. She's a part of you, and she will tell you without a second thought if you're representing her well, if the shirt is out of your pants, if the dress is too tight, and the dress always seems to be too tight. The buttons never want to hold my secrets. The body shaper is my absent father. Mirror like reflection, mirror like mama. Mirror will cut you just the same. I know what it feels like to change clothes constantly until you're comfortable enough to wear your own skin, to camouflage in colors, to drown yourself in layers until you feel 3% normal. The first time you notice you're gaining weight, just hug yourself and remind your body that the landlord is home and you're sorry about not taking care of things, that the faucet has been overrunning. I know what it's like to ignore the laundry, to wait one more day, to get to the dishes in the morning. Pretending to be ignorant by ignoring things is a familiar art form in my family. I know what the rug looks like when things have been swept under it. The first time you tell yourself you're gaining weight, believe it. Let go of the things that contribute to overeating, passive-aggressive thinking, obsessing over lessons you learned 3 ex-boyfriends ago. It's a good time for letting go until your mirror invites you in for a look around the house you've been staying in. Have a seat on the couch. Admire the tall mirrors. Open the window really wide. Admire God, and riddle me this. How many years does it take a black girl to discover what self-love really is? To know that the windows to the soul is not through the eyes, but through the back door. That lessons are learned backwards, that you have to live to know what moving forward actually looks like. That, my dear, is love. That is what beauty is. Accepting that what is not what has to be. Knowing that beauty doesn't start at a size 6 jeans. It goes past hemlines and seams. Understanding that scales are for balance and not for measuring self-esteem. One last poem. Okay. Oh my gosh. 2 more? Okay. I don't know if anyone have ever seen our Tiny Desk, but this is everyone's favorite on Tiny Desk. They say, I've always wondered why people rode the biggest roller coasters. Why the feeling of throwing up brought about some type of excitement they didn't receive on a regular day. Like, when did feeling sick become equivalent to thrill? or nausea, the new X pill. I've always wondered why people rode those real big roller coasters, and I remember when I did. It's the twist and the curve, or the up and the swerve. It's smiling so absolutely wide. It's the feeling of my nerves on the front edge of the seat, eyes open, tears coming from the thrill of sight. And I'm moving as fast as light, and I'm laughing for no reason, and I'm screaming for all the shit I know I shouldn't have said in that last fight. Those roller coasters, well, it's like meeting God with a kite in your left hand. Strings are still twisted around your forefinger, and your right hand is still busy gripping the safety rail. There is this moment when you feel like you're in an ocean of your own butterflies. And that's the moment when you get free and you let your arms fly. How does it feel? How does it feel to beat the wind? Nothing but freedom and fear in your right hand. Now time to throw it in the sky. Riding a roller coaster is like losing your breath and finding it in your will, like taking your fears for a ride. Or seeing yourself when you're 5. It's surreal. These are the things that we grab onto and we hold on to for a while. We're getting ready for the inevitable drop. I'm too busy riding my fears to even remember that I'm afraid of heights in the first place. So why is it so exciting to be so damn scared? Like feeling my heart roam throughout my entire body only to find its place in my earthquake hands, but I couldn't wait to get back in line. I had to get on one more time. I couldn't wait to tell my friends about the drop and how it looks and how it feels and how it looks and how it feels and how it looks and how it feels from the very top. And that's when I knew that roller coasters were made for people like me. That roller coasters were made for people like you. People that ain't never been in love. For I have discovered that everybody wants to know how it feels to just fall. Woo. Oh, yeah. And people love that part when they say, it's the butterflies and the fireflies fighting in my stomach, the light between their wings. I'm scared to fly, scared I might come down. I think you're ready now to get back in line. That's the end of that poem. All right. Okay, one more. It's the last one. Woo! I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are carrying the torch. You are doing us so proud. A generation of some of my favorite poets. Feel like my last year at Brave New Voices was when HBO came in and they filmed the amazing Joshua Bennett and the amazing B. Young, and it was the amazing, just my favorite teams. They had performance and power, but words and passion, and the fact that people don't think that we knew what was going on or that to be a child meant to be silent. It just wasn't true. And y'all remind me of that when I see you up here, that you have so much to say and that you're seeing so much and that you're taking note. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I just want to remind you that you are important, that you're special and you're even. That God made you especially extravagant, extra human, that you are a force of skin and nails and heart, that you are a walking Monet, that you are breathing art. Did you know that it takes the interaction of about 72 different muscles just to produce human speech? Relative to size, the strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. I wonder where that fact was created from, seeing as though it is the weapons in our mouths that do the most damage to the ones we love. Did you know that the human brain contains over 100 billion nerve cells? So even if your little nephew or your little brother is acting like they vacation hell, you should play with them. Just play with them, because I'm sure your attention won't cause a deficient amount in nerve cells. Us women, we blink nearly twice as much as men. So keep looking. She will notice you. May take her a little longer, but she's got to. The average human heart will be over 100 million times in one lifetime. I'm sure you'll find someone who won't mind skipping one for you. Your left lung was made smaller than your right lung just to make room for that very heart inside of you. And your stomach needs to produce a new layer of mucus every 2 weeks, or it will begin to digest itself. Lesson: never ever become complacent with living your life on someone's shelf. There is a reason for every limb and interaction body. It's like God created me like an instrument. Every year, about 98% of the atoms in your body are replaced. You were born with 300 bones. When you become an adult, you'll have 206. God told me to tell you to grow the fuck up. To grow out of things that when something doesn't belong, even the body know when it's time for that thing to be replaced. Gotta get over it. Gotta keep on living. Too many more interesting lessons, like 15 million blood cells are destroyed in the human body every second. If your body can get over it, you can get over that last relationship. Gotta believe in your body. Gotta believe in faith. Gotta believe in luck. The surface of human skin is 6.5 square feet, so you gotta toughen up the body. It contains enough iron to make a 3-inch nail, sulfur to kill fleas on an average dog, and enough carbon to make about 500 pencils. Fuck any superhero that ever existed. You, my love, you, my darling, are human. You are incredible. You are valuable. You are a life force. You are creatively created. You are handmade like praying. You are a piece of the creator. You human, you. And if you ever forgot that was enough to just be, like if your mom forgot to tell you, or your daddy didn't mention it, or your little brother or your sisters were too busy to notice and tell you that was enough to just be, well, you obviously don't know a thing, because I've got my arms, I've got my hands, I've got my feet, and I've got my days. I've got my eyes, I've got my smile, I've got my feet, and my feet has taken me miles. And one thing I've discovered is can't nobody take me from myself.